I'm here at Headlights Northwest, and today we're going to go over what they're all about.
We don't want any. Welcome to Headlights Northwest. This is the office. It is quite messy right now, but we don't have a lot of in and out traffic for customers to walk in. It's all set up by appointment based now, so it is what it is. This entire building right here is actually 2 stories that I had to build from scratch. This is a cut room that we built with a vacuum table. The vacuum's actually upstairs and it can be serviceable. It's a tight little room, but you want it to be nice and tight so that it keeps all the particles and the dust controlled. Whenever you walk in here and you're ready to do some cutting or modification, you just flip the switch. This is a full-fledged vacuum table, so everything gets sucked right down, and with that door closed, it creates a vacuum in here, which is really nice. Whenever you're done, you can just shut that off. We've got the sandblasting cabinet, which, you know, we're going to be hopefully using for some etching, but mainly we just use it for some paint prep work. Let's see what else we got. We got the main toolboxes that all the installation, you know, all the cars that come in and out of here, we pull from there. We've also got the mobile box and the mobile cart, a little photo box that definitely doesn't compare with, I would say, like Jeff over at Circuit Demons, but it does the trick when we need it. We just put a little light over it and it works really well. This is where the magic happens. Now this is the build room, completely custom built as well. The entire thing is set up for anywhere between 2 to 3 builders at one time. We have Husky tables that are fully adjustable in height on both sides, and then the metal table in here. This actually was the only thing that was in this shop that I ended up utilizing. Basically use this for splitting and any kind of like quick in and out jobs can be used on this table, but it's really nice because you don't have to worry about the gum pucky and the butyl to be sticking all over the tables or whatever you have covering the table. 3 ovens actually. This is the oven we're using currently, which looks, yeah. This is the oven that we're using currently, just because we haven't been able to hook this double stack up yet. It looks horrible, but trust me, it does the job. Other than that, this is really where I spend most of my time when I'm building these lights. It's got an air filtration system, it's got an air conditioner, a wall heater. This box is fully designed to run anything that we install, all from switches. And yes, it is absolutely fucking wild. You can literally flip a switch and turn the turn signal feature on, and you can adjust it depending on what speed you want, so you can try to match it. That's actually really useful when you're trying to when you're trying to get a neo strip and you're trying to get the turn signal to go all the way around. You can really match it to what you're going to have to do on the vehicle. So if it's something that's out of the ordinary and that you can't control, then you realize that you need to shorten the strip down or change the design so that way it's more fluid. But yeah, that's basically what goes down in here. One of my favorite areas, which, like I said, this place is a mess, but one of my favorite areas to work with is this. We actually, Jeff over at Circuit Demon recommended us get a EFD mat, or an ESD mat. I'm not sure which one it is, but anyways, you actually have a wrist wrap that grounds yourself to the building. So when you're soldering all the boards, it's all, you don't have to worry about it having a anesthetic discharge and ruining, you know, the controllers or the LED chips themselves. Other than that, upstairs was going to be a paint room, but we moved that out of the shop for, you know, OSHA reasons. And now that's just a full-blown storage facility, and up there is just more storage and a drum set, which you may or may not be able to hear me play by the end of this video, but, you know, welcome to the shop.
Here's a look of what you don't see. And here's a look at what you do see. Still top notch.
There is no heat shrink.
We're that perfect solder.
Fuck heat shrink. Hey, you want to grab that side?
Yep.
Let's get this picture.
Right past fucking downtown. Give the tweakers a run for their money.
Yeah, for real. You're like, you thought the shit you was on was good. Check this out.
Wait till you see this. Oh wow.
Meet you, I'm George, by the way.
Levi, nice to meet you, man.
Levi, George. All right, what's up? I love your car, man. Tell us something about it, something very unique that you love about your car.
So, this is my car. It's a 97 Nissan 240 SX, original Kooky. I got a few favorite things and things I really like about it, but man, first thing you notice, boom, those headlights. I love them.
You love them?
They're like, they set the car apart, man.
When did you get that done? In the very beginning, or did you save it till the end?
No, I've probably like 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's when they got started, at least, and then the motor blew, so the car was down for a little bit. Hi guys.
So what motor are you running now?
It's the RB25. It's fully built,
Fully
essentially. Yeah, full tubbed engine bay. If you want me to
Yeah, let's go and
pop
take
the
a look
hood,
at
that
it.
is. That's the engine bay, RB25. Fully tubbed, fully tucked, fully carbon. Whatever.
All right, tell me what the meaning behind your hood is.
So I grew up like a lot of 90s kids, I guess, watching Dragon Ball Z, other anime as well, but mainly Dragon Ball Z. So if you're caught up, this is the newest form of Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku. But my best friend Damon, who I grew up with, his grandma's down here, Damon Smith Art, he actually custom painted this for me for the hood. It's an idea I've had for a long time. Goku and Dragon Ball, the whole Dragon Ball Z motto is kind of like never give up, you know. Always believe in yourself, know you can push further, have no limits, all that jazz. So I thought it'd be a good fit to kind of go with the theme of the car. I've had the car for almost 10 years, been through many ups and downs. The statement blood, sweat, and tears is not an understatement, I guess, or is to be taken literally, I guess, when I was building this. A lot of time, money, effort into the whole car, so.
Keep going.
I basically call it my lifelong art project. So, yeah, this was literally the final touch to the car. Is that I don't want to reveal it. I don't want to have, I was doing the whole paint job, getting the headlights done, redid the engine bay, and basically having the next phase of it to reveal. And I told my friend, I was like, man, I don't want to have it. It's not complete until you do your mural on it. So, made that happen, and boom. Yeah, basically those are all paint matched.
Oh, keep talking.
No, I was gonna tell you, not the video. I actually didn't even know him before I applied for sponsorships, right? Yeah, I was applying for sponsorships for the car, and they were like, I had a list of different companies.
Round one,
Had, like,
fight!
And so when it was time, the first thing I did was I didn't hit up anyone else except him.
Straight to
And
him.
then straight to the man, and got a yes yeah, come talk about it, and went down there, and instead of talking about business and sponsorship, we just hung out and kicked it for like 2 or 3 hours at a shop. Gotta let people know your status. Like when you roll up to the show, like, what's up? This is my car. This is my status. No, I like status seats. They're I believe they're originally from the Northwest, actually, from somewhere in Seattle, I think. And I like them just because everyone rocks like Bride or Sparko or something. I like the name Status. I like their brand. So those were actually one of the first bits of interior pieces I got for the car, was the blue Status seats, because I kind of knew the theme was going to be black and blue, so I went with those. And then the blue diamond, the vinyl with all the sparkles, I decided to wrap everything in it. Then I wanted to delete the rear seats, go put my airbag system back there, wrapped everything in suede. I don't know what else is on the interior. The Galaxy headliner is supposed to light up, but it doesn't right now.
I mean, for real though, what could be next?
I got a lot.
Okay, bro, we're not talking about your list, dude. Okay, you know what? He literally has a list, and
I have a list of things I want to do like 5 years down the road on it still, like that I know I'm not going to get to anytime soon, but I'm like, someday.
it should be a
this will
bedtime
be on the
story.
car.
It's long enough and detailed enough that it
yeah,
could be
it's
a
ridiculous.
bedtime freaking story.
The list goes on.
What's the
But-
top things though? The
But
top
should I
things.
tell him
that
about
you
the
wanna
if he asks what's next, should I tell him what
do. You know what? Screw it. Send it.
Yeah.
We got to unveil it someday.
I just don't
I guess I'm gonna be dedicated now. All right. Well, you got me.
know what's happening.
Just so you know, I've been fighting him on this idea. But anyways,
Oh, you have to okay, you're going to ask what's next.
No, I'm just saying, if you have the opportunity.
To fight on camera?
No,
Oh, not in front of the
He's stating right now.
That is happening. Yeah, that is happening.
full send.
Okay, so future plans. I
Have a
have
mental
huge list.
breakdown.
So many ideas. Yeah, so many ideas still. Even though like everything's pretty dialed and almost every nut and bolt has been touched on the car already, but there are some big things I want to do still. And one of them is what I call the Millennium Falcon tail light. The Millennium Falcon tail light. The Millennium Falcon. So the way the tail light is shaped on the S14, there's 3 pieces. There's like the 2 side and then the middle piece, which actually connects to the trunk when it lifts. But I can cut where that mounts, so where the trunk can just lift without that light, and we're gonna make a 1-piece solid, like plexiglass, and then it's gonna be a, what do you call it? It's the infinity mirror. We're gonna make it an infinity mirror.
Which, by the way, we
hopefully.
were talking about doing way before an infinity mirror was put in
Yeah,
the tail light.
and then
just
it'll
saying.
have like tracing lights, blue, of course, around it. But I don't know if there's any Star Wars fans out there. You ever see the newest movie Solo, where he's flying the Millennium Falcon through space? It looks so dope, and there's just like a solid blue beam of tail light. So instead of having like those 3 individual pieces, it'll be one solid strip. And it'll be something no one's ever done before. See?
And it'll probably take about 1,000 hours, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
but
We're
we
sending
got
it.
this.
Jeez. Yep. Lots of
Yeah.
pondering. So I started on I worked at a car audio shop for years. We're talking like 9 years, and like the last 3 or 4 years, I was on the hunt of trying to find what I wanted to do, because I knew that wasn't a career, right? And so, you know, I was working on cell phones and working on doing like just basic install parts on cars and anything I could to get enough money to provide for the family. And essentially my dad calls me one day and goes, so what are you going to do with your life? I'm like, I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. So like, I'll get back to you on that. And then about 3 days later, he comes back and hits me with something that I'm just like, really? And it was headlight restoration. I'm like, Dad, Jiffy Lube does headlight restoration. Like, everybody does this. How is that even going to be a business? And the thing that he said that was amazing is, son, it's not about what you're doing. It's about where it will take you. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So he got me a basic headlight restoration kit, got me a generator, and I put that all in the back of my trunk, and I'd go around after I was done working, 10-hour days at the stereo shop, and go and buff these headlights at dealerships and people's garages. And honestly, most of it was in the elements. I mean, that was definitely a problem because I didn't have enough money to buy a pop-up tent or anything. Like, this was it is what it is. Like, gotta grind, you gotta hustle and make your sacrifice. And as I'm restoring these headlights, people are like, can you actually like upgrade the lights? Can you actually upgrade the lights for me? And I'm like, I don't know, I never even thought about that. And they're just like, well, yeah, like I know people upgrade like headlight bulbs and stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe get back to me. And customer after customer after customer after customer just kept bringing it up. So I'm like, all right. So I reach out to, I go online and at this point now I'm just dedicating, like, I had to make a decision, right? At that point I knew I had to make a decision because at the same time I was still flashing and making custom ROMs and doing all this work on cell phones, which was making very little money, and the risk was incredibly high because if you crash the phone, now you have to buy an $800 phone to replace it. So I'm like, all right, well, I like cars. Cars are my passion. I guess I'm gonna go for this. So in that moment, that's when I decided. So at that point, I made my first website. I got everything rolling so that I look legit. I got my business license. I got everything dialed, ready to go. And then I started reaching out to distributors. And so one of my best friends just came up to me one day while I was working at the stereo shop and goes, dude, so like, you know that you could like build headlights, right? I'm like, yeah, like put some like special bulbs in. They're like, no, dude, like you could actually open them and like build them. I'm like, really? And then the obsession started. From that point, when I opened that door, I did not realize the market locally that was there. Because the first job that I did was just some crappy headlights that I was working on. And then I started getting Subarus coming in. And mind you, this whole time I moved out. I like stopped being so mobile and I started working in the garage, and I built the whole garage. Like, I moved into this house, and the whole point of moving to this house was not the house. Like, I even told my wife, I'm like, look, like, if I'm gonna do this, I have to have a garage. Like, I'm tired of getting pneumonia. I'm tired of getting frostbite from working out in the elements all night long. I'm always sick. I mean, I bought a pop-up tent finally, but that didn't freaking help much because the wind was so bad that it would just take the pop-up tent and almost take out a car. So yeah, so here I am in my garage house, basically set like the setup that I'm running the shop, and from that point it just started evolving, dude. Just started evolving like crazy, man, and started working 120-hour weeks, and I mean, there's a lot to the story, but I mean, it's been the journey of a lifetime.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I want to assemble them right now, or if I want to try to check the lights when they're out. Alright, hold on. You want me to make you really nervous right now, Luke?
I don't care.
We're live on Facebook.
Dope. That sounds good.
On Headlight Junkies.
Oh, I'm out now. Peace. No way. Can't do that. No HJ.
What's up, guys? We're here at Headlights Northwest, and it's a lot of fun out here. Nice and cloudy, and it's just a very different pace than what I'm used to in California. I love it, but so far everything here is amazing. Luke's been very hospitable. It's an amazing shop to come to. His quality is top notch. He's better than what I was when I was working at it, and that says a lot. I mean, it's hard for me to say that, but it's true. He's a lot better than what I used to be, and he's capable of a whole lot more. And honestly, he's actually being held back because he needs an extra pair of hands. And I'm here, and I'm trying to help, but I don't want to get in the way of the master's mind thinking how he works. So. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh, were you looking for it? Were you looking for it? Isn't it cute?
Because such a hoarder.
Yep, I'm a fucking hoarder. That far, bro? But they're so fun. They're so fucking fun. Guitars are so boring, dude. Guitars for losers.
I am a loser.